Dr. Roshawnna Novellus here. In this video, you'll get tips on how I raised $600,000 to pay for my 4 degrees, including my PhD in computer engineering and finance. I'll discuss essential strategies that you need to employ to mimic these results. Clearly, GPA and your extracurricular activities play a role, but many opportunities are looking for talent or your story. Now, while I was both cheer captain and valedictorian, I won the bulk of scholarships prior to attaining both of these accolades. Step 1. Research and identify 200 scholarship granting organizations. Think of your intended major, where you live, your current job, your hobbies, or simply follow that money. For instance, y'all know that I love hiking. If I was applying for scholarships today, I'd research scholarships for nature explorers. 2. Focus 90% of your efforts on smaller or local programs as there's less competition. Organizations with a smaller reach, especially marketing budget, have less competition. Imagine if one organization advertised on 200 websites and the other simply put out a flyer about the scholarship on your block, and both organizations have the exact same budget. What is the likelihood of winning each program? I remember being told by one organization that they awarded scholarships to 100% of applicants because only a handful of us applied. Now, while I won 3 multi-year scholarships worth over $100,000, I won 50 scholarships worth about on average of $5,000 from organizations such as the Elks Club of Hawaii. This gave me ultimate flexibility in deciding which school to attend and allowed me to obtain everything required for my studies without financial concerns. Number 3, apply to smaller types of organizations. If you know anything about Greek life, you know that Delta Sigma Theta and Alpha Kappa Alpha are 2 of the most coveted sororities for Black women. These organizations are often positioned as competing, even though we all love each other. I applied and won scholarships offered by both organizations. And luckily for me, the application processes were very similar, so I knew exactly what to expect. Number 4, create a Google Doc with the answers to your scholarship questionnaires. These are questions that appear on most applications, such as, what is your use of funds? How will receiving this scholarship impact your life? What are your dreams and aspirations? Tell us something about your story that's super, super unique. So spend the time making the answer the best answer your first time. Then cut and paste and add and subtract words based on the desired length of the application. Just know that the initial time and effort that you spend on that first answer is so worth it. Plus, the next time you use the question, the answer will only require a fraction of the time. I used this strategy to win over $3 million in grants for my startup, Enrich Her. Number 5, set your attention with each application. If you constantly tell yourself that there is no way that you will win, you will be right. Have a greater why in mind. My why was that I didn't want my mother to worry about how she was going to send me to college. She taught high school during the day and GED classes at nights and weekends, so I was determined to release her concern by giving her the gift of knowing that I was all set for this next phase of my life. 6, send thank you cards and status updates to all of the organizations who invested in you. Let the organizations know about the success that you've achieved based on their support. Some organizations may even offer follow-on funding that's not public or follow-on resources. For example, one tech company that gave me an initial scholarship offered to buy me a computer and a printer after I let them know how significant their support was to my collegiate experience. We all know that we could use more technology, so that computer and printer really came in handy. I was not expecting it and I was so excited. Number 7, stay organized and keep going. Complete all of the application processes that you identified that would be a good fit out of the 200 you researched. Not all 200 will be a fit. Don't waste your time. You cannot win if you're not on the race. I spent about 2 hours at a time completing the top priority on my list. Sometimes that priority was completing an application that had a definite timeline, whereas other times it was research, follow-up, and planning. Just know that everything you do with the intention of winning scholarships is helpful. If you like this information, please comment, like, and subscribe.